Yeah, every day I do this, never feel loose. And when I get up in the game, y'all be improved. A real problem, but I solve them all facts proof. And if you think I'm gon' fold, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win, let me spin, boy. Or dunks aside, I'm super fly like I'm hanging off the rim, boy. I been winning for my kinfolk, and I put on for my city from the intro. Let's go.
I put that time in, my pride is out the roof, I get that grind in. So I'ma tell the truth, I get my grind on. You know the pressure make all of these diamonds. I tell them get back, step back, fast track, big lap, big facts, I'm past that, yeah. I'm tryna get ahead, get out the way, now move forward, stand back, now break away, I'm about to bring it.
I ain't never backing down, come and step up to the plate. For my city, for my town, I do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown, I'ma go all of the round. I ain't never backing down, come and step up to the plate. For my city, for my town, I do whatever it takes. I'ma go and get this crown, to the town, see the sights, see the sights, see the sights, yeah.
It's called Combat! Whoa, buddy! Welcome once again. Twitch.tv/JoeFish. I am your host, Joe Fish, the one and only. And we're here for another episode of Street Fighter 6 Combat. That's right, that's the show where we take NPCs, we take two fighters randomly selected from a fighting game of our choosing. In this case, Street Fighter 6, pit them against each other, set at the hardest difficulty, and we put them all in an 8-man bracket, double elimination style, to find out who our champion is for the day. And at the end of the season, we will take our 8 champions and pit them against each other to determine the ultimate champion of champions. And of course, you as the audience, you get to bet your channel points to see who you think will win in every match that we have today and all future combat matches and tournaments as well. Some of the rules, just to state on how we do this will be 8 fighters randomly selected, and then we set them to the hardest difficulty, randomly select the stage, and we put them in a best of 5 match. All matches will be best of 5, first to 3 wins. And of course, if you're wondering, why should I spend my channel points? Well, you see, the second to last episode, before we get to the champion of champions, we do a last chance qualifier, getting all the runner-ups from every tournament, except there will be one spot left. That will be a wild card spot. That means whichever fighter who has not already qualified for either the LCQ or the champion of champions will be able to qualify for the LCQ and have one more shot at potential glory. But with that said, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at your bracket for today in episode 3 here of Street Fighter 6 Combat. Today's episode looks like we got Ed versus Marissa, Zangief against Luke, Guile versus Ryu, a matchup of a lifetime there. Classic Guile versus Ryu, and Blanca versus Mai. Great spread of fighters we got going on here. Some fights here. But with that said, we've got everything set here. We got everything going. Let's get started here. Get started on your bracket. Street Fighter 6 Combat. Our first match in round 1 here will be Ed versus Marissa. Let's get this going here. Your first match, Street Fighter 6 Combat, Ed versus Marissa. Why does Ed look so shy?
Let's go! Ring the bell! Give me your best shot!
All right, let's get this. Marissa, much more of a mid-range fighter, wants to get in close here. Ed, though, oh, immediately with the drive. Marissa's gonna get it, though. She was the second one. Gets Ed to the wall here. Oh, big punish counter from Ed, getting away from the wall there. Wants to create that space. He's getting in there. Kind of rush in. Marissa stops him. Great check there. Jump in from Ed. No anti-airs from Marissa, unfortunately. Ed getting Marissa now to the wall. Marissa trying to take it a little bit more easy now. Slowing down just a little bit. Ed, oh, great anti-air from Ed. Goes for the drive rush. Oh, great parry by Marissa. Not enough as Ed's able to capitalize. Gets the first round. That's cool. Man, what a great... Oh, wow. Just the light punch from Ed to check Marissa. Keep her in place. Great anti-air. Anti-air on the other side. No mix-up from Marissa. Marissa's trying to go for these mix-ups. Not getting much out of it, but she's able to get the grab. Good check from both fighters. Ed was able to get the confirmation. Oh, gets the low. Great mix-up. Gets the grab. Into the corner. She goes. Big pressure from Ed. Just wouldn't let up. Absolutely just gets in there on Marissa. 2-0. Taking the first set. Big pressure from Marissa, getting Ed to the wall. Ed coming out. Oh, great block punish by Marissa. Great awareness of frames. Big punish counter on the drive. He's going to jump in. Plenty of damage here. Oh, misses the grab there. Marissa jumping over it. Ed confirming, using up that meter. Spending those resources. You want to get that confirmation. Whether that round ends and both fighters go back to 100, and that's exactly what happens with Ed. Spent the resources. It was worth it for him to get the first round. Marissa does have 2 meters of her own. Could use it for something. There's a big pressure up against the wall. Oh, and Marissa's able to take that for that second round. Big short work of Ed is now up to 3 meters here. 3 bars, not 3 meters, 3 bars. Great throw escape by Marissa. Gets the combo. Big damage there. Oh, it misses the grab. Big punish counter by Marissa. Closing out. Spends the resources to close it out. That's what those are for. Marissa taking that second set. 2-1. Both fighters now 1 set apiece. Remember, you got to get to 3 wins if you need to win 3 sets if you want to move on this bracket. Of course, losing doesn't mean you're out of it for good. There is always loser's side. Great block on a mix-up from Marissa. Punishes Ed for it. Takes the first round. Marissa figuring out the game plan against Ed is starting to make a huge comeback here. Big drive rush by Ed. Oh, grab by Ed. Trying to rush in. Great throw escape by Marissa. She is in the wall there. Oh, is able to respond with drive rush of her own. Gets the punish. Gonna do some big damage here. She's got the resources. Gonna spend it. Close that out. takes the second round, taking that set 0-2. Marisa now one set away, moving on in our bracket. Interesting choice there by Marisa to jump up above that move. It gets the confirmation with that special. Not quick enough. Marisa able to block. Gonna run in there. Big damage on that combo. The Ed here is trying to create some kind of space or something. And then spends the meter. Gets Marisa up against the wall. Misses the throw. Great work by Marisa jumping over. Instead of just going for a throw escape, just jump over and get out of there. And Ed, big punish for it. Gets knocked down. Marisa taking the first round here. Match point for Marisa. Oh, great check by Ed. Dude, just a light punch. Sometimes a light punch is what you need to just stop them in their tracks. Not able to get that time. Oh, spends the meter for the damage. Not enough to kill, though. Marisa, gets grabbed right out of it. Now up against the corner, Ed's going to try and put the pressure on Marisa. Great defense from both fighters. Drive rush opens her up. Big combo here. Plenty of resources. Ed gonna spend the meter. Spends one bar. Big damage, not enough to kill though. He's got to clutch it out here if he wants to win and stay in this. Carol, dodges, stays just enough of distance away. Ed blocking the mix-up. Is unable to block that final hit. Marisa finds the poke that she needs to close that out in a very close 2-0 scenario here. There you have it. Marisa will be moving on in the winner's bracket. Ed, unfortunately, is down in losers. Our first fighter to be knocked down to the losers bracket. Close match though. Close match. Ed spending the meter to try and clutch out that victory. Just defense on defense, like a brick wall, not letting anything come through. But unfortunately, there was a crack in the wall, and Marisa found it and was able to break them apart. But there you have it. With that, let's move on here into our second match. Zangief versus Luke. Let's get in it. Next match, second match of round 1, Street Fighter 6 Cobb Combat. Zangief versus Luke. Yeah. Wow, Luke starting strong on there. Big damage, big pressure, getting Zangief up against the wall. Luke, a very strong character in Street Fighter 6. Zangief, though, he wants to be up close there, because if he grapples you, it's over. It's big damage there. So you got to keep, Luke's almost got to keep the pressure on. Great anti-air on Zangief, trying to jump up again with the anti-air. Simple dragon punches right there. Zangief trying to body slam, you anti-air. Simple call and response. Well done by Luke, actually. Excuse me. Big drive rush by Geef, spending the meter. Big pile driver there. Lots of damage. Luke a little bit down in the health department there. They're really just going to take one pile driver. Luke spending the meter now of his own. Going straight into level 3. Big damage here. Great defense by Luke, trying to rush in, getting those pokes. Zangief does have range of his own. Oh, takes the trade for the win on that one. Great work by Zangief. Luke, having spent all that meter, wasn't able to get anything off of it, and now Zangief sitting here in the final round with 3 bars. Big drive rush by Luke. Gonna try and take out Zangief as fast as he can. Anti-air on the body slam. And there it is. Luke with the big pressure is able to take out Zangief in the 3rd round, taking that first set 2-1. Go to set number 2. Zangief got to almost use his defense options a little bit more. Got to be much more defensive while trying to get in there, but it can be a little tricky with how much of a powerhouse Luke can be. And once he gets you opened up, you're opened up for life. With Zangief getting the win on the drive. Go for the PD. Good poke and rushes in. Able to find the confirmation. There's Zangief. Big combo. And finds the confirmation with the low to take the first round against Luke. Zangief using a little bit more of his... Oh, grabbed Luke right out of that for the PD. Oh, big damage here. Spending the meter for the big tornado spin. Worst part about that move is even if you're not next to Zangief, he just sucks you in with that bitch. Perfect KO on the 2nd round. Zangief takes that 2nd set against Luke. We go to set number 3. Luke being smart, using some of his ranged abilities there to poke Zangief or keep him at bay there. Now that he's in, rushes in with the opening. Zangief with the throw. Rushes in. Oh, Luke with the throw of his own. That was personal. Gets it again. Great parry by Zangief. Doesn't get a big punish off of it, unfortunately. Good range usage by Luke. Misses most of that meter, but he gets the last hit. Sometimes that's all you need, so that way you can open them up for something else. And Luke, now using his ranged attacks, keeping Zangief at bay, was able to take that first round. Drive rush by Luke. Gets the throw on Zangief there. Parry, big parry by Zangief. Going right into the pile driver. Rushes in, finds the confirmation. Is not able to get a big combo off of it, unfortunately. Good defense and a parry by Zangief. God, the defense in this match. From blocks to parries to blocks and parries and parries to blocks. There's a drive rush by Zangief. Jumps in, gets the confirmation into the level 1. Big damage KO. Zangief taking the 2nd round. This is only round 2. We got one more round in this set. This is only one set. They're bringing it all with this one. I'm kind of losing my mind here. Oh, great throw by Luke to get Zangief out of that. Big drive rush. That's the confirmation Luke needs going into the combo. Rushes in. Spends the meter on the level 3 for the big damage there. Now it's a matter of Luke needing to close it out. Last time he did this, he was not able to close out the round, but looks like things are changing here. So he gets the throw, gets the anti-air. Zangief going in with the level 1. Sucking in Luke. Does some damage. Confirmation goes into the super pile driver. Oh, but Luke able to rush in. Is able to finally close that out. Closing out that round in that set. 2-1 against Zangief. Luke now 1 set away from moving on into the bracket. Zangief still needs 2 more sets, but has a shot at this. It's not over till it's over. That's what they always say. Using the drive rush to break the block from Zangief. Was able to drive rush right through the pokes. See Luke noticing that Zangief is just throwing pokes out there, just throwing light punches, light jabs. Does the drive rush to just go right through that and open up Zangief to get a combo in. Gets the throw. And big confirmation into that win right there for Luke. Very well done. Luke taking the first round. Jumped in by Luke. Oh, anti-air by Luke. It hits. Oh, drive rush by Luke. Oh, tombstone pile driver by Zangief. Spent the meter. Big damage. Does it again, and that's what's going to close it. Taking the second round, both fighters. Lots of resources, though, as we go into this third round. Luke needs to win this round if he wants to move on. Zangief, it's do or die. Great check by Zangief with the knee. Spends the meter on the level 2. Goes into the pile driver. That's big damage there. Luke's got to be careful. Got to watch out his defense. Oh, finds the confirmation into the level 3. He's trying to even this out. Make it neck and neck. Zangief also has no drive rush there. If he gets hit by one of Luke's, he could be stunned. He's got to be careful, but he goes in for the offensive. Gets the poke. Zangief takes the next round, taking that set. We're going to a final set here in this first round match. I did like GM grind again. Wish me luck, bro. Oh, good luck. You don't have to grind too hard, though, right? Well, you only reset down to what, diamond or something? Big confirmation from Luke. Getting Zangief into the wall. Big pressure here. Oh, Zangief with the grab to throw him out. Get him out of the corner. Oh, Zangief with the confirmation. Big damage by Luke, comboing into the corner, spends the meter, wants to close it out. Not enough to kill, though. Rushes in. Big defense by Zangief. Oh, the bodies of the anti-air. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Woo! Neck and neck there, but Luke took it right there. What's going on, Max? A reset to silver? Oof. Good luck on that grind. That's going to be a grind. Oh, PD by Zangief. Rushes in. Oh, doesn't get. Oh, wow. I'm surprised Luke didn't check him on that. Anti-air by Luke once again. Drive rush breaks the block. That's what he needs the opening to get into that combo. Spends a meter. Oh, and that hits. Big damage. Luke had just enough resources. Very optimized right there to do as much damage as he can with what he had. Zangief, though, does have 3 bars at his disposal as well as a critical R. He could do major damage here and clutch out this round. Looks like he's going to try and save it, though. It's able to get it with the jump in by Luke. Punishes him for it with that spin. We go to a final round. Zangief again with 3 bars. We could see a level 3. Oh, drive rush reaction by Luke. He's going to get the punish there. Gets the anti-air. Luke anti-airing Zangief all match long. Great check with the light punch there. Again, the anti-air. Zangief's got to be careful with those jumps because that's what's punishing him. That's what's opening him up. That's what's getting Luke to confirmations. Going into the level 1. Zangief up against the wall. Not enough to kill, but he's so close to death. The low check there by Luke. That's what's going to take him out and win the set, winning the match. Luke moves on into our winner's bracket. Well, he will be facing Marisa. Zangief down to losers to face off against Ed in losers round 1. Woo! A very, very well fought, close match between these two. Oh boy. It could have been anyone's game in that one. I truly could not tell you who was going to win at any point. So much was at stake. So many things were going in different ways there. But there you have it. Let's get on with the next match here. Our next match looks like it's gonna be between Guile and Ryu. Here, let's get in this. Guile versus Ryu. Street Fighter 6 Combat Round 1.
Let's get this mission started. This will be a good fight. Round 1.
Oh, there it is. Fireball to start. It's like the game read my mind. It knew what was up. Oh, the mix up by Guile on the jump in. Throwing the fireball out there. Ryu trying to jump in over the fireball. Oh, drive rush by both fighters. Ryu's going to be the one who gets it. Low check by Ryu going into the fireball. It's Fireball City here with this one. Anti-air by Ryu. Guess it open. Great parry by Ryu on that fireball. Oh, tries to drive rush through it, but the parry by Guile to respond. Gets the low confirmation into the combo. That's what kills right there. Ryu takes the first round against Guile.
Round 2. Fight.
Big damage by Guile. Spent the meter. Anti-air by Ryu. Oh, Ryu jumping right over Guile. Oh, the anti-air by Guile now. Jumping over the fireball. Guile, interesting, dodging the fireballs instead of just blocking them. Big drive rush by Ryu. Ryu, big combo damage, is going to spend the meter here, wants to close that out, and is able to close it out. Taking that first set, 0-2. Set number 2. Oh, anti-air by Ryu right at the end of that jump. Jeez. Oh, tried to get the jump in. Unfortunately, was not able to. These fighters being a little bit more careful now. Trying to just check each other. Little pokes here and there. Classic game of footsies. Parry by Ryu. Gets the low confirmation into the combo. Doesn't get it that time. Guile smartens up. Blocks the low. Great defense by Guile. Again, great blocking on the mix-up, but finds the bait. Ryu using the drive rush to open up. Guile getting the combo, spending the level 1 meter. And checks him with a light punch, light jab to take that first round. Ryu a menace right now against Guile. Even when it gets close, he finds the opening, is able to get in there, dodges the attempt at the throw. Great throw escape by Guile. Tries to go for the fireball. Ryu finally close enough. He's able to get the jump in. Guile does have critical art available. 3 meters there. And Ryu with 2 doesn't even need it. Doesn't spend it. Because he's able to take that second round without even breaking a sweat. Ryu now at 2 points. Guile at 0. Ryu seemingly starting to run away with this match here. It's only 1 set away from moving on here in our bracket. Really showing Guile who's boss. Jumps over the fireball. Guile trying to get the mix up, but Ryu with the anti-air to stop him. Oh, baits out the right punch. It's neck and neck. There's a classic game of footsies. Guile, though, only a pixel of health. Oh, the jump in mix by Ryu is what closes it out. Ryu, match point here. Guile, it's do or die if he wants to keep going. The mix-up gets the throw. Suplex City, am I right? Guile now putting the pressure on Ryu. Parry by Ryu, gets the throw, getting out of the corner. Guile jumping over the fireball, doesn't get any kind of air collision. Oh, anti-air by Guile now throws out the fireball. Ryu parries it. Guile finding the opening he needs, is finally able to take a round off Ryu. Looks like the momentum might be back in Guile's favor. The anti-air by Ryu. Guile trying to punish Ryu here. Oh, Ryu spending the meter on the level 3. Big damage here. Gets Guile down to about half health now. Both fighters are just trying to jump in on each other, but they're jumping around each other. Interpretive dancing. Guile finding the confirmation. Spending the meter. Big damage here. It's do or die for Guile. He's got to find the opening, find the checks. Gets the anti-air. Ryu just a little too far to get anything off that jump. Guile is still in this, taking that set 2-1 as we go to a set number 4. Again, Ryu still only one set away from moving on into winner's bracket. Big jumping by Ryu. Big combo. Wow, Ryu just a menace with the big pressure on Guile. Able to take the first round. No anti-air from Ryu on that one. Interestingly enough, Guile was able to find confirmation. Spend the meter for some damage there. Guile, having used the fireball, was not able to recover in time to do an anti-air, but he blocked the move. Very smart decision. Sometimes you don't want to go for an anti-air, a risky move of any sort. Just simply block the move. Simply block it. You can always do a block punish. Great defense from both fighters. Wow, amazing defense from Guile, who's up against the wall. Ryu, though, spending the meter. Not even spending the meter, just going in for the drive. Spending what resource he can to close that out. Is finally able to close out the match 2-0, or close out the set 2-0. Closing out the match 3-1 against Guile. Moving on in our bracket, Guile will be down to losers. Our final match of round 1 here in our combat bracket will be between Blanka and Mai. Let's get this. Blanka versus Mai. Your final match in round 1 of Street Fighter 6 Combat. Wow, the fireball from Mai there. Blanka trying to jump in. This will get much good defense by Blanka. Anti-air by Mai. Jumping by Mai, isn't able to get anything. Blanka with a great defense opens up Mai. Trying to get her into the corner. Great throw escape by Mai. Blanka putting the pressure against Mai. Mai with the anti-air goes in. Doesn't get much off of that. Blanka, though, with the big pressure, is able to finish off. Mai takes the first round. Drive rush by Mai. Opens up Blanca. Goes for the anti-air as he tries to jump in. Blanca just in time with the drive rush is able to punish Mai. Spends the meter. Big damage here. I know, great defense, even though she's up against the wall. Got to be careful, though. Spends the meter on the level 3. Big damage, closes it out. Is able to take the first round. Or the second round, excuse me. Her first round now.
You gave me a real workout there.
Anti-air by Mai. Right as Blanca's jumping in. Air collision. Blanca's going to wear in that one. Blanca with the confirmation. Gets the combo. Trying to put Mai into the corner. Mai throwing out some fans to create some space. Is unable to. Oh, gets the in-air throw. Blanca running away with this. Big pressure on Mai. Tried to react to the drive rush. Didn't get it in time. Gets the anti-air and the confirmation into the ball. Metroid style. Blanca is going to win that first set. 2-1 against Mai. Mai gets the drive rush win on that one. Is able to combo. Gets the throw against Blanca. Not enough defense there. Blanca opens up Mai. Capitalized too much on it. Great job from Mai jumping away to avoid that throw. Gets the anti-air. It's Blanca. Blanca, though, with the in-air collision. Oh, big damage by Blanca. Gets the confirmation. Is able to take that first round. Even though Mai put it all that work, Blanca clutches it out right at the end there. Takes the first round. Oh, great jump and mix up by Mai. Goes in for the drive rush to stop the blocking. Confirms into the combo. Good defense by Blanca on reaction. On the wake up. Goes for the drive rush a second time. Finds the confirmation and spends the meter. Remember, you got the resources. You got to use them. These fights aren't that long. Great defense by Mai. Not enough as Blanca finds it with the mix-up and confirms the kill with the KO. Takes the second set. 2-0 against Mai. Blanca now one set away from moving on in winner's bracket. Mai sending out the fans, creating some space. Use the drive rush, try to break the block. Excuse me. Ooh, anti-air by Blanca. Drive rush from Mai pushes Blanca back. Big damage there into the elbow. Oh. Big anti-air by Mai. It's neck and neck between these fighters. Defense, great defense from Mai. Jumps over the ball. The air collision there. Mai finds the confirmation. Is able to close it out there. Takes the first round. And a very, very close first round between these two. Here in set number 3. Blanca just poking at Mai. Wasn't doing much there, just constantly poking at her. Just little jabs here and there, whittles down her health to nothing, taking the second round. Mai trying to do everything she can to get in, was unable to. Blanka just capitalizing on every punish imaginable. Blanka with the confirmation, spends the meter. Big damage. Blanka is at match point here. If he wins this round, that gives him the set, which gives him the match. Anti-air by Mai. If she wants, it's do or die for her. She's got the meter for it. She's got resources. She needs to find a way to close this out. Uses the meter. Goes for the critical art. And we're seeing big damage here, but not enough to kill. Nowhere near, but it's going to get her a little bit more comfortable. Brings it neck and neck. Uses the drive rush to open up Blanka. Gets the combo in there. Mai might be able to clutch this out. And she does it, Blanka, with the defense, but she's able to find the opening. And Mai is able to clutch out that third round in this set, taking it 2-1 against Blanka. Going into set number 4, Mai survives just a little bit longer here in this match. Drive rush from both fighters. Looks like Blanka's going to win that exchange. Great throw escape by Mai. Anti-air by Blanka. It's neck and neck between these fighters. It could be anyone's game here, anyone's match. Mai getting the check. Blanka, though, gets the check. The confirmation he needs, is able to close it out. Takes the first round. Once again, Blanka's at match point. He wins this round. He moves on to the bracket. Blanka confirmation into the level 3. Big damage here. Anti-air by Mai. She's trying to keep in this. Gets the throw. Gotta be careful. Tries to throw the fan to get some space, but Blanka, having rushed in, goes in for the low and takes the second round. Taking that set and taking the match. That will do it there. Blanka will be moving on in our bracket to face Ryu in winter semifinals. Mai, unfortunately, down to losers to face off against Guile. You know, we're going to be going on here to our winners semifinals. And we're going to be starting off, looks like here, with Marisa versus Luke. Let's get into this, our first winners semifinals match. Marisa versus Luke. Drive rush from Luke, trying to open up Marisa. Is able to get it there. Oh, Marisa with the drive rush right at the end there. Was able to get the punish. Hell of a counter. Didn't even think she could do it that quickly. Great overhead from Luke to open up Marisa into the grab. Gets the anti-air there. Punish counter by Marisa. Big damage here. Gonna close it out. Not enough. Luke trying to rush in. Marisa with a great check on that foot there. Just that medium kick. Just bah. Takes the first round against Luke. Oh, the grab from Marisa. We're going for the check. Marisa again reacting to the drive rush right at the end of it. Gets the confirmation into the level 3. Big damage here. Not enough to kill. Great defense from Luke. Not enough though. No more drive rush for either fighter. Oh, gets the jump in. Luke gets the confirmation with the hit there. Is able to get the level 3. He's trying to bring it back. Get it neck and neck between the two of them. It's really just one hit. Oh, and Luke trying to go in for the drive rush, but Marissa with a quick jab is able to close that out. Takes the first set 2-0. Great parry by Marissa. Luke now trying to use some of his long range abilities for a bit of a confirmation, get a little bit more of an advantage there. Gets the anti-air again, goes for the throw. Unable to get the uppercut there. Expected Marissa to jump in, but she didn't. She's being a little bit more cautious now about her jump ins. Luke spending the meter for some damage there. He's got plenty of a life. He's got a big life advantage here, but Marissa finding the opening there. Some damage in, trying to bring this back. It's neck and neck here. Oh, and Marissa with a big jumping fist. Just a massive Superman punch. Luke unable to clutch it out. Loses that first round. Luke combo misses the throw, but gets the anti-air. Again, the anti-air by Luke. We saw that a lot in the Zangief match. Here with the drive rush, Luke opens up. Marissa expends the meter. Big damage. Marissa's got to be a little careful. Perfect KO by Luke on that second round. But now we go into a third round. Marissa with 2 bars. Luke with nothing. Marissa gets the throw. Big damage on Luke. Drive rush going into it. Opens up. Luke is going for the combo. Big damage here. Closes it out. Marissa able to clean up shop here with that 2-1 second set. Marissa now 1 set away from moving on. Luke gotta do or die. Damage by Marissa. Gets the confirmation and just closes it out.
That was a beautiful fight.
Round 2. Fight.
Damage by Luke. Very smart to spend that meter. Do damage. Drive rush for Marissa, but Luke answered back this time. Now Luke's doing it on reaction. Opened up Marissa just enough to take that second round. Luke trying to use his fireballs to his advantage. Big combo gets the confirmation into the level 3. Luke spending the resources for the damage. Trading them off. Marissa's got to be careful with do or die here. Well, not do or die for her, more for Luke, but Luke getting the pressure in on Marissa. Marissa with the confirmation, spends the meter on some big damage, neck and neck between these two. It could be anyone's game, and Marissa was able to clutch it out right there at the end. Again, just cleaning up shop. Marissa will be moving on here. Luke unfortunately gets knocked down to losers, but Marissa will be going on to winners finals. Close match. It really was neck and neck for the two of them, but unfortunately Marissa consistently would clean up shop and finish the job. that Luke couldn't. But with that, we go to our next match here. Ryu versus Blanka. Let's get in this Ryu versus Blanka. Winner semifinals.
I'm ready for a fight when it's on, it's on. I'm charging like a bull when it's on, it's on.
Let us begin. Showtime! Round one.
Blanka starting strong on that one, but Ryu answering back with a parry. Very smart to do if your opponent gets into kind of a rhythm there. You can just interrupt it with that parry to stop them in their tracks. Try and get some momentum of your own, but Blanka now, big momentum getting Ryu into the corner there, is able to just close that out. Practically not even breaking a sweat. Blanka just takes the first round. Fireball by Ryu to start that round. Great anti-air. Goes for fireball. Oh, reaction on the drive. That's what opens up Blanka. Ryu gonna capitalize on this. Doesn't do much though. Just does enough to push Blanka away. Great fireball by Ryu to check that Blanka roll. Great spacing from Ryu. Reacts with the drive rush to punish Blanka, which closes it out. Takes the second round. Both fighters 3 meters apiece. Plenty of resources to use. Round start by Blanka gets defense. Ryu being a little bit more careful now and being a lot more patient blocking these attacks. Fortunately gets opened up here. Gets Blanka, gets the jump in now. No anti-air from Ryu, surprisingly, but Blanka with the confirmation goes into the level 3, and that, I believe, is going to kill right there. It's going to do enough damage, and that's what does it. Blanka taking the first set 2-1 against Ryu. We go into set number 2. Big damage by Ryu. Big pressure. Lot was able to close that out without any issues there. Ryu coming back now in this second set. Drive rush by Ryu. Blanka unable to react right away. Blanka went into the air collision. Great movement by Ryu to step away right as Blanka tried to get that grab. Great defense by Ryu. Unfortunately, he's not able to block the mix-up as Blanka now bringing it back. Handing receipts back. Takes the second round. Big damage from Ryu. Spends the meter on the level 3. Again, just kind of puts the pressure on Blanka. Might make him a little bit more aggressive. Anti-air by Ryu. Just got to capitalize on that aggression. Blanka just throws out the level 3, and it confirms. Fortunately, Ryu pressing buttons. Oh, and it's enough to kill too. Blanka expertly using his resources in order to take that second set against Ryu. Blanka now at a 1 set away from going on to winners finals. Not over until it's over though. Ryu still can't bring this back. He's had close sets both times. Blanka, though, with the big damage, big pressure, good anti-air by Ryu, stops Blanka in his tracks, jumps right over the ball. Expected the ball a second time. Blanka tried to challenge him in the air, but Ryu won that one. Big damage by Blanka as he just jumps in, takes the round. Match point by Blanka. It's do or die time for Ryu. Great fireball by Ryu, stops Blanka in his tracks, gets the confirmation into the combo. Both fighters, 2 meters, 2 bars apiece. Trading blows back and forth. Ryu, though, with the advantage, putting the pressure on Blanka. Great defense on the mix-ups there. Blanka trying to get out of the corner with the throw. Tries to confirm with the move there. Gets the confirmation still. Goes in the state change, I see. That's what happened. Ryu trying to go for the jump in, is unable to get it. Confirmation by Blanka, gets the combo in and is able to close out the round. Ryu, unfortunately, not able to clean house like Marisa did, or like how Blanka did to him. Blanka will be moving on to winners finals to face Marisa. Ryu goes down to losers. A very interesting outcome indeed between these two fighters, but we go down as well to our first losers match, where we will see our first fighter be knocked out of this bracket tonight. So we go down Ed versus Zangief. Ed being knocked down by Marisa in the first match of the night. Zangief being knocked down by Luke in a very close 3-2 in sets. Let's get in this. Our first match of losers, round 1. Ed versus Zangief.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Let's go! Ring the bell! I'll take on all of you! Round 1.
So great fireball by Ed. The Ed's strategy here, he's much more of a long range fighter, and because Zangief is a close range combatant, it would behoove Ed to keep Zangief at bay, keep him as far as possible, because that's what Zangief's gonna do to you. It's just pile driver city here. Oh, and Zangief with the spin to close that out, takes the first round. Oh, and Zangief spending the meter to just close out that round. Takes the first set against Ed 2-0 in just a absolute clinic of a match. Zangief again, pile driver city here. Ed trying to just get in on Zangief, trying to find any kind of opening. Hits the drive rush on the reaction. That's what's going to open him up. Wants to capitalize on this. Big anti-air from Zangief. Goes for the drive rush. Doesn't quite open him up. Pushes him a little too far back. Good anti-air by Ed. Jumps in. Gets the grab on Zangief. Keeping him in the corner. Ed. Oh, doesn't. Gets hit with the mix-up and the level 2 by Zangief. He's going to do some damage there. Confirmation into the pile driver to close it out. Much closer round that was, but Zangief was the one who ultimately came out victorious in there. Drive rush by Ed opens up Zangief. Zangief jumping over the fireballs, keeping his area options open, seeing as Ed is not punishing him for any kind of jumps that he does. And the pile driver is just what he needs to close out that round and close it out the set 2-0 once again. Zangief starting to run away with this match. Ed is going to have to change his game plan if he wants any kind of chance against Zangief. And Zangief, seeing the jump in, just punishes him for it. Reacts to the drive rush. Gets the PD once again. Drive rush from Ed that time opens up Zangief. Gets the combo off. Good damage here. Ed looking to get the even out the playing field here on health. Zangief with the pile driver does plenty of damage, doesn't kill though. He's going in for the jab and gets it with that one. Is able to clutch it out, takes the first round. Zangief 1 round away. Match point here. Moving on in the losers bracket. And it's do or die. If you lose this one, you are out. Oh, Zangief immediately spending the meter there for the big spin. Tornado, baby. Giving the good suck. Goes into the pile driver. Jumps right over Ed's tentacle, that little whip thing. Jumping over the fireball. Zangief again just jumping all over Ed. Ed not challenging any of them. No anti-airs at all. Needs to do some DPs if he wants to keep Zangief on the ground. But he's getting the combo there, putting Zangief in the corner. Big pressure on Zangief. Spends the meter. Talk about that all the time. You got the resources. You got to spend them. Try and use them to close out the round. These rounds don't last very long. There's only 2 in the set. Potentially 3. It's neck and neck. And Ed able to close it out. Gets the jab he needs. Takes a round off Zangief. But he's going to need to win this next one if he wants to keep going in this bracket, or at least in this match. Zangief needs to close it out, just finish this off in order to move on into the losers brackets. Oh, the level 3 by Zangief. He's got to get it. And that's going to be enough damage to kill, looks like. Not enough to kill. Ed with a little sliver of life left open. He could bring this back. He's just got to play it smart, play it careful. Spends the meter. Big damage here, putting Zangief in the corner. Zangief with the little tap gets the quick jab right on the top there after blocking that hit. Zangief, just by the skin of his teeth, is able to take that set, taking the match 3-0. Zangief will be moving on to losers quarterfinals to face against Ryu. And unfortunately, Ed has been knocked out. That is the end of his story for today here in Street Fighter 6 Combat. A lot of a match that led to a final set that was really close, really well done. But we move on to our second losers round 1 match. Guile versus Mai, or Guile knocked down by Ryu, Mai being knocked down by Blanca. Let's get in this second match. Losers round 1. Guile versus Mai.
Let's get this mission started.
I am the pride of the Shiranui.
Round 1. Fight.
Answering back after dodge, going through those fireballs against Guile. Guile with the throw. Suplex City. The drive rush by Guile opens up Mai. Guile with the confirmation is able to clean it up, close it out, takes the first round. Guile, drive rush by Mai, but Guile reacts back, is able to win that one. Throwing the fireballs out, Mai trying to jump over them. It's not able to. Guile with the confirmation, closes it out, takes the first set, 2-0. We go into set number 2. Big, wow, good parries from Mai. Great defensive option she's using there against Guile. Guile spending the meter, putting the pressure on Mai. Mai trying to answer back with the drive rush. There opens up Guile. Spends. Looking for the combo. Careful defense. Big damage against Guile here. Mai putting Guile in the corner, and it's able to close it out with the throw. Mai taking the first round here in this set. Mai spending the resources there, going for the level 3. Big damage. Putting the pressure on Guile. Drive rush to open him up through any kind of defensive measure he might have had. Parries the fireball. Runs in. Big pressure, and Mai cleans house this time around. Now Mai winning this set 2-0 against Guile. We go to set number 3. Jumps over the fireball. Drive rush by Mai. Guile reacts back though. There's that jab. Big damage by Guile. Mai trying to jump over the fireball, but just run short of it. That fireball gets the opening she needs there. Oh, and with the trade, Guile is going to take that first round. Remember, health is a resource in its own right. Being so far with a health advantage, sometimes you just decide, screw it. Oh, big damage on the drive rush. Sometimes taking a trade after the health advantage. That's what I was going to say. Is best. So that means you can sacrifice some health to take a win. Drive rush by Guile. Gets the opening there. Throws the fireball. Mai not able to jump over those fireballs quick enough. Just lies short. And Guile, using another fireball, is able to take that set 2-0. It's back and forth between these two. Going into set number 4. Guile, of course, with the advantage. Great parry by Mai. Guile. Fireball, remember, with those fans that Mai throws, any other type of projectile, any kind of fireball goes right through her fans unless she releases a specific one. Drive rush by Guile to punish Mai. It's gonna capitalize on it. Get some big damage there. Oh, my jumps right over the drive rush. That was a great call out right there. What a read. Gets the confirmation, spends a meter, but unfortunately is not able to defend against just a quick little jab from Guile, who closes out the first round. Mai, having spent all of those resources, gets nothing out of it. Guile starting this round with a throw. It's do or die for Mai, of course. Damage there from Guile. Opens up Mai with the drive rush. Good parry from Mai. Again with the drive. Uses the drive rush of her own to open up. Guile's going to use a combo. Get him into the corner. Great throw escape by Mai. Goes for the drive rush. Oh, and Guile read it like a book and spent the meter to stop her in her tracks and win the round. Winning the set. Winning the match. Guile will be moving on here in our bracket to face against Luke in losers quarterfinals. Unfortunately, that is the end of her story. As we move on to losers quarterfinals, where it's going to be Ryu versus Zangief. Two more legacy characters going at it here. Let's get into this. First match of losers quarterfinals, Ryu versus Zangief.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Let us begin. I'll take on all of you. Round one. Fight.
What? Ryu? What? Was I gonna say Ryu? My bad. Excuse me. I was trying to say Ryu. My voice. Wow, the parry by Zangief going into the PD, getting himself out of the corner. Great parry there. Punishes Ryu for it. Man, you thought Ryu was the parry king. Nah, it's Zangief. Parry master over here. Be parrying all day long. Big damage by Ryu. Oh, the anti-air by Ryu. So patient, just waiting for Zangief to be right in his wheelhouse. And goes into the confirmation to combo off of that. Takes the first round. Even spent some resource to do it. Big pile driver by Zangief. Ryu with the jump in. And Zangief closes out that match. Or excuse me, closes out that round. Just spends the meter. Ryu gets the confirmation. Spends the meter into the level 3 for some big damage. Wants to get a little bit of an advantage here. Get ahead of the game. Put some pressure on Zangief, who has no resources. You can see 0 meter whatsoever. Both fighters using drive rush to break each other's block, but neither capitalizes on it for some reason. Parry by Ryu. No anti-air from Ryu, surprisingly. We saw a lot of anti-airs from Ryu against previous opponents, but Zangief just jumping all around Ryu, doesn't want to challenge it. Oh, and Zangief gets the grab. That's what's going to close it out. Zangief taking the first set there, 2-1 against Ryu. We go into set number 2. Pile driver by Zangief, round start. What a mad lad. jumps over the fireball, punishes Ryu for it with a massive combo. Spends all the drive rush and anti-airs Ryu in exchange to get a perfect KO. Fireball by Ryu. Trade more in Zangief's favor there. He's got the big life advantage. Big damage there. Parry by Ryu. Gets the throw. Getting out of the corner. Great defense there. Was just out of reach. Very smart to understand that Zangief was going to have some kind of weird reaction to missing that jump. Ryu now capitalizing on this confirm. Spends the meter for the level 3. Big damage there. Neck and neck between these two fighters. Ryu just needs to close it out. Gets the confirmation to close it out right there. Takes the second round. 1 round apiece. Ryu has to be just a little careful though. Zangief does have 3 meters to his favor here. Could spend it on anything. Exactly right there. Spends it on the level 2. Goes in the pile driver. Big damage here. Zangief sitting a little comfortable, but too comfortable as Ryu opens him up, tries to get him to the corner, but Zangief answers back with a throw of his own to stay out of there. Neck and neck between these two fighters here. Jump in. Anti-air by Zangief with the spin. Ryu with the Shoryuken. Wants to get the pressure back, get the momentum back on his side here. Zangief checking with those jabs. Drive rush by Ryu, jumps in, gets the confirmation, spends the meter he's got, the little bit of resource that he can use. Neck and neck between the fighters, dodges, great momentum, great spacing by Ryu. Not enough though, as Zangief with the drive rush pushes Ryu to the wall and clutches out the victory right at the end there. Winning the set 2-1 again against Ryu. Zangief 1 set away from moving on. Zangief gets the grab there. Ryu still with the big life advantage. Excuse me. Oh, he's able to clutch it out, close it out there. Ryu takes the first round. Big momentum on his side in that first round. He's able to clean house. As we've seen before, some fighters can get real close, but they just can't clean it up, can't close it out. Ryu got the job done there. Great punish on the jump, on the drive rush that completely whiffed. Zangief though with the grab. Gets the run in. Confirmation from Zangief. Going for the combo confirmation again. Spends the drive rush meter to close out the second round. Both fighters 3 bars of pop there. Anyone with just a small confirmation, exactly just like that. We've seen it before from Ryu. Goes in, once someone jumps in, he gets the confirmation with the light jab and then goes right into his level 3 to put big pressure on his opponent. But Zangief, undeterred, is jumping in, trying to now put the pressure on Ryu, who's got to be a little careful because Zangief also with 3 meters. 3 bars here, could get a confirmation, but Ryu getting the pressure, momentum on his side, putting Zangief into the corner. Great defense from Ryu, blocking this mix-up left and right. Gets the confirmation on the low and goes into the Hadouken to close it out. Takes the round and the set against Zangief. Ryu is still in this as we go to a set number 4. Gets the jump in, no confirmation, but completely punishes that whiff by Zangief. Zangief trying to get out of the corner now, getting the pressure on Ryu. Ryu with the drive rush. Big damage here. Goes into the Hadouken. Great throw escape by Zangief. Tries to get the jump in. And Ryu gets the jump in of his own after defending, blocking those light jabs. Is able to take the first round. The grab by Zangief as Ryu is trying to do a move of his own. Color me surprised with that one. Drive rush by Ryu. Opens up Zangief, putting him in the corner. Getting the mix up galore. Extending the combo. Big damage here. Spent all his drive rush meter for that. He still got the 3 bars, but Zangief with the confirmations there wants to probably spend the meter of his own to close this out, and that's exactly what he's gonna do to close out the round. Spend all 3 bars. Call it a day. Zangief 1 round away from winning this match. Knocking out Ryu. Ryu, it's do or die. You want to keep going. There it is right there. Ryu getting the confirmation, spends the meter, spends all 3 bars for the big damage here. Jumps over the drive rush. Great punish on the mix-up from the jump in. Ryu continuing his combo all the way to the wall. Gets the anti-air that time. Gets the anti-air when it matters most. Ryu taking that set 2-1. It's not over till it's over. We go to a final set between these two. Anti-air from Ryu. Round starts. Zangief trying to get a jump in. Reacts to the drive with a drive of his own. Jumps in on Ryu. No combo there. Is able to block. Lane's quick enough. Parries the drive rush from Ryu. Misses the grab. That was, I don't know why this, he's like ducking like that. That's disgusting. Homie's just like twerking on him as he like blocks stuff. Gets the combo, goes in for the jump. Ryu absolutely putting on a clinic, spends the meter he needs to close it out. You got the resources, you spend them. Ryu with the comeback of a century here against Zangief. Wants to move on in the loser's bracket. Zangief struggling to now clean house against Ryu. Fireball by Ryu. Does it again to get him back, trying to create that spacing. Again, Zangief, a close range fighter. He wants to get in close and do the damage there. But Ryu can take that to his advantage and keep him far away as possible with these fireballs. Spend the meter there. So you notice big, just small pokes of damage. Whittling down Zangief's health. Ryu, big advantage there. And that's what he gets it. Gets the jump in on the mix-up. Is able to close it out. 2-0. Ryu will be moving on in our losers bracket. Zangief, unfortunately, has been knocked out. Wow, what a comeback we had there from Ryu. It really, I felt like Zangief had that in the bag, but Ryu really brought that back right at the end. So we'll go ahead and we move on to our next match here. It's going to be Luke versus Guile. Guile, funny enough, had been knocked out by Ryu. Luke, knocked down by Marissa, has been surviving now. Let's get in this second losers quarterfinals match. Luke versus Guile. Great throw escape by Guile there. These fighters going back and forth now. Trying to go at it with each other. Anti-air by Luke. Keeping Guile out of the air. Don't let him jump around you. Guile answering back with some fireballs. Anti-air of his own. Not only Luke jump around. Throwing the blades out there to tempt Luke to jump in. But Luke is still able to capitalize. Gets the combo in there. Great defense from Guile. Not enough, though, as Luke gets the combo there. Wants to close it out. Spends the beater. And Luke able to take the first round there. Drive rush by Luke. He's unable to capitalize on that. Guile. Oh, Guile doesn't punish him the second time, though. Guile now coming back around with this one. Gets the confirmation. Is able to close it out. Takes the second round. Luke putting the pressure on Guile, getting him into the corner, is able to get the confirmation into the level 3. Big damage here is putting the pressure on Guile. He's got to be a little careful now, but Guile does have 3 meters of own, but unfortunately, Luke just too quick with it. Takes out Guile. In that first set, taking it 2-1. Luke missing that throw. Besides Guile now putting the pressure on Luke in this set here, this round. Luke answering back with the offense of his own. Trying to rush in. Tries to get a jump in. No anti-air from Guile that time. Throws out the fireball. Luke very smart to just jump. Just jump, neutral jump. Don't even jump forward. If you jump forward, then it's anti-air you, but if you jump upwards, just do a neutral jump. You can avoid the fireball, and potentially if your opponent tries to go in, you can punish them on the anti-air. Neck and neck between these two. Luke finds the opening with the light punch there. He's able to take the first round. Oh, Guile with the confirmation, spends the meter, wants to try and close out this round with whatever he's got. Big damage, pressure on Luke now. He's got to be careful and baits out the jump in, goes into the anti-air. That is classic Street Fighter strategy. That's the word I was looking for. Classic Street Fighter strategy. Throw out the fireball, bait the jump in, anti-air. Anti-air from Luke on Guile's jump in. Tries to rush in. Guile punishes, parries the drive rush. Luke with the throw. Guile went in their collision. Drive rush from Luke, but Guile answers back with a drive rush of his own. Is able to win that collision there. Spends the meter on the fireball. Very good job from Luke to parry that. Parries the fireball again, punishes. Just a great counter hit. Throw by Guile. Luke, very smart, throwing fireballs of his own now. Gets the drive rush. Oh, but Guile activated just in time, which is going to punish Luke. And that's what's going to close that out. Luke, or Guile, excuse me, is taking that set 2-1 this time. Both fighters one set apiece, or yeah, excuse me, one set apiece now. Great parry by Luke. Drive rush from Luke. Is able to win that clash there. Put the pressure. Oh, drive rush from Luke this time as a reaction. Gonna punish Guile now that he's opened up. Guile with the defense. Slowing it down a little. Luke just checking with those donkey kicks. Luke finding the confirmation he needs, closes it out, takes the first round. Oh, Luke trying to rush in. Guile very smart. Throws the fireball out. Responds to the drive with one of his own. That's going to open up Luke for some damage there. Great parry from Luke. Throws the fireball of his own to counter that. Good anti-air. Gets the throw. It's neck and neck. Oh, and Guile just throwing fireballs one after another. Is able to just close it out. Takes the second round. Luke gets the confirmation, spends the meter on the level 3. We see this all the time. Luke always throwing out the level 3 during round 3 whenever he needs it. Drive rush. Guile didn't react to it in time this time. Luke gonna be able to get some damage in there. Gets the anti-air and combos into it to clutch it out. Takes the final round. Luke now with 2 sets under his belt. One more set from moving on. Guile. Well, it's not over till it's over. We did see Ryu make a comeback of a century. It's just a matter of, can Guile do the same? Great parry from Luke, but Guile just rushes in and gets the mix-up. Throws a fireball out. Doesn't anti-air Luke when he tries to jump in. Surprisingly. Fireball by Guile. Drive rush misses, though. Guile doesn't punish it. Doesn't even get to punish that. Not enough with the jump in. And Guile clutching it out, takes the first round. I'm tired, Joe. I'm always tired. Drive rush from Luke. Guile responding back. Guile, big life advantage in this round here. Luke, oh, misses the fireball. Guile just read that like a book. Takes the second round. Oh my goodness, what a reaction from Guile. Holy shit, dude. Oh my goodness. With the speed of the wind there, Guile taking that set. We go to a final set between these two. Luke comboing Guile into the wall there. Spending some meter. Wants to close it out. Kyle with the jabs, trying to check to see if Luke's going to try and rush in. Very smart. Gets the counter hit, the throw to get out of the corner. Throws a fireball out. Oh, the anti-air from Luke, keeping Guile out of the skies. Takes the first round. Oh, drive rush reaction by Guile. Back and forth between these two, just jabbing at each other, whittling each other's health down. But ultimately, one of them's going to lose health first. Meter available for both fighters. Plenty of resources here. Guile getting the anti-air against Luke. Oh, and the low. Guile closes it out, takes the second round. We go to a final round between these two. One person moves on to loser's bracket. The other one ends their journey here. Fireballs by Guile. Big fireball by Luke that Guile jumps over, cuts the confirmation, spends one bar there for some more damage. Great neutral jump by Luke, gets the anti-air on Guile. Drive rush, but the reaction by Guile, he's gonna win that clash. Big damage here on the combo, throws the fireball out. Neutral jump by Luke, doesn't want to take the risk there by jumping forward. He did it that time though. Gets the anti-air, oh, blocks it. Anti-air again by Luke, goes in for the jabs and gets the confirmation at level 3, and that's what's gonna kill. Luke is gonna be taking this round, taking the set, taking the match, moving on in loser's bracket. In a very, very close 3-2, Luke will be moving on to face Ryu in loser semifinals. Guile, unfortunately, that is the end of his story, and he is done. You know, I thought Guile had it right at the end, but Luke coming in clutch to win the whole thing. But we move on here in our bracket. We're going to be going in to winners finals. Marisa versus Blanca. Two powerhouses who had close matches, but then absolutely demolished their opponents. Let's do this. Winners finals. Marisa versus Blanca. Wow, Marisa just winning the air collision there. Going to the confirmation. Right into the corner. Marisa, big damage on Blanca. Just the pressure, not letting up. Oh my goodness. Marisa just taking that first round. Putting on a clinic here. Oh, the trade is neck and neck, so that trade really wasn't advantageous for anyone. But Marisa, now that she's got the confirmation, it just cleans house, cleans it up right then and there. Takes that first set practically without breaking a sweat there. I don't know, it was blinking you'll miss it kind of set. Marisa Strong showing here against Blanca. Blanca now responding back. Finally gotten warmed up. Takes the first round here in the second set. Good check from Marissa, just kind of right off the bat there. Blanca haven't done the neutral jump though, just in case. Confirmation there. Blanca now getting the pressure on Marissa here. Ooh, they had there. Oh, and Blanca getting just the low jab to. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I had to see. That was a sneezing you'll miss it kind of bet there. Blanca taking that one 2-0 this time. Great parry from Blanca, gets him out of the corner. The jump in from Blanca. Big pressure on Marissa. Marissa trying to bring this back. Gets the anti-air. The low from Blanca. Great defense from Marissa. Like a brick wall there. Gets the confirmation of the combo. Putting the pressure on Blanca. Blanca with the Blanca ball. Takes the first round. Blanca ball round start. Marissa sees it coming though and blocks it. Good move from Marissa, but Blanca with the confirmation. Getting the state change there. Great throw escape by Marissa. Jumps over the Blanca ball. Blanca now in the corner. Gets out of there. Now putting the pressure on Marissa. Marissa runs in. Oh, takes the trade. Blanca now with the strong showing, putting on a clinic of his own here. Takes the second set 2-0. Parry by Blanca. Marissa needs to do something if she wants to change this, because Blanca with the pressure there and the life advantage is putting on a clinic there. Gets the cross up. Easily taking that. Blanca with 2 sets under his belt only needs this round match point if he wants to move on to grand finals. Marissa, it's do or die here. She needs to bring it back and figure something out. Bring back the energy from the first round, but Blanca with the parry there is taking that. Answers the drive rush with one of his own to win that clash. Neck and neck on health here. Blanca bringing it back even with that combo. Marissa still in the corner. Gets the confirmation with the low. Spends the meter. Good damage there, Blanca. Great check with the light jab. Trade there, Marissa's favor. Marissa just needs one little hit to finish this. Blanca checking that with the light jabs. That's why you gotta be careful with the flashy moves. The defense from her. Oh! Oh. Oh no. Oh. The double KO. We had ourselves a double KO. Double KO. Blanca wins not just the round and the set, but the match with a double KO right at the end. Steals the victory from Marissa, who fought so hard to get that round. Blanca moves on to grand finals. Marissa needs to claw her way out of losers finals if she wants another shot. Oh, with that insane match there, we go on to our losers semifinals, where we have Ryu versus Luke. Here, let's get in this. Losers semifinals, Ryu versus Luke. Yeah. Yeah.
Let us begin. Let me have some fun. Round one.
Star versus Apprentice. Be interested to see how this goes down. Luke anti-air on Ryu. Again with the anti-air. Keeping Ryu out of the air. Ryu answering back with some anti-airs of his own. Big drive rush by Luke to go through the fireball. Confirmation of the combo. Spends the meter for the big damage. Dashes in, gets the confirmation there, clutches it out, takes the first round.
Not bad. Round two. Fight.
Drive rush, but Ryu answers back with one of his own. Great throw escape by Luke. Anti-air on Ryu, gets the grab. Ryu does have a bit of a life advantage, but Luke's whittling that down, making it even. About even here, both with a drive rush, but Luke's the one who's going to win the clash. Gets the confirmation of the combo and spends the meter for some big damage here. Used up all his resources. Luke wants to win this round so he can win the set. Very close. Ryu doesn't have much life to work with. Anti-air by Luke, and he gets in there, gets the confirmation, takes the first set. 2-0 against Ryu. Luke, dominant showing right now. Starting strong in this round by getting Ryu all the way to that corner, bringing him back. Ryu with the throw to get out of there. Gets the low anti-air from Luke. Gets the confirmation of the combo. Big hits there. Luke takes out Ryu. Gets the first round. Luke wanting to show Ryu who's boss. Misses the fireball. Drive rush by Luke. Drive rush again that time. Ryu reacts to it. Gets the hit that time. Wins the clash. Big damage on Luke. Put him in the corner and spending the meter for level 3. Wow, he wants to confirm the kill. Gets the perfect KO from the critical art as well. Taking that first set, but now we go into the final round where Luke has 3 bars at his disposal. Ryu with nothing. I guess the drive rush. Great combos there. Luke, excuse me. Going into the level 3 after the confirmation again. He had the resources. We've seen this in previous matches. Luke in the final round loves saving up for those 3 bars and spends it as soon as he can. And that puts him at the massive life advantage, which puts them in the claws of victory, allowing him to take that win, take that set. Luke 1 set away now from going on to losers finals against Marisa. Ryu, though, starting this round off strong, going crazy on Luke, putting him into the corner, continuing that combo, not even letting him breathe, takes the first round. Ryu wants to keep this match going. He wants to win this set. He wants to go to losers finals. Drive rush. Luke's gonna win that clash. Combo, Ryu gets the throw. Drive rush from Ryu. Oh, misses the anti-air. Wins the air clash though. Ryu with the confirmation goes in for the level 3. He's trying to clean this up. That's what's going to actually kill Ryu. Not enough to kill. No, pixel health for Luke. Just a wee bit. Jumps in. Gets the confirmation himself. Uses the level 1. He's using up the resources. He wants to close this out. He wants to go to round number 3. Oh, parries the fireball. Oh, the drive rush from Ryu to close it out. Takes that second round. We're going to a set number 4 here. It's not over till it's over. Ryu with a little bit of a life advantage. Luke trying to bring it back here. Ryu gets the throw. Interesting neutral jump by Luke, but he gets the anti-air there. Again, it's neck and neck. Could be anyone's match here, but Luke is able to just squeak out the victory there. Takes the first round. Luke at a match point. Remember, Luke does have 2 wins. He's got 2 sets under his belt. Ryu only with 1. If Luke wins this round, he moves on to losers finals. Ryu needs to do or die here. Great throw escape from Ryu. Drive rush, but Luke's gonna win the clash there. Classic combo, had 3 meters. Once again, spends it. Classic Luke combo. Big damage on Ryu. Luke in a big health advantage. Ryu got to be careful, and he's not being careful. Gets hit with the throw. You got to be careful of those jumps. You're going to get anti-aired. Ryu. Neutral jump from Luke as he jumps in and kicks Ryu in the face. Taking the second round. Taking that set against Ryu. Luke will be moving on in our bracket here. Going to losers finals to face off against Marisa. Ryu, unfortunately, that is the end. Close match is a close. Luke running away with it. Ryu seeming to have a comeback under his belt, was unable to continue going, unfortunately. We're going down here. Losers finals. Marisa versus Luke. Marisa actually originally had sent Luke down here, so we have a potential run back between these 2 fighters. Let's do this. Losers finals. Marisa versus Luke.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend.
Wow, the drive rush from both of them. Luke winning that one. Luke already starting off this match here a lot differently than when he had his match against Marissa the first time. Back and forth there. Luke trying to challenge the drive rush from Marissa. Probably in his favor, though, because it pushed him far back enough that Marissa wasn't able to capitalize on the drive rush. Marissa, though, big pressure on Luke. Closes it out by spending some meter. Not enough to kill, though, but she goes in with the big fist. Big haymaker there. Takes the first round. Drive rush clash there. Luke's winning that. Gets the combo. Big uppercut by Luke. Gets the throw. Great defense from Luke, even though he got that. Even though that air attack got blocked, he had enough recovery that he was able to block that. Closing it out, takes that second round. Luke with 3 meters. We've seen it before. He gets the confirmation, goes into level 3. Marissa, though, does have 2 bars to spend at her leisure. Now at 3, it's neck and neck between these two. Both of them plenty of resources. This, of course, being only first set. There's Marissa getting the confirmation, going into level 3. Big damage on Luke. Marissa with the health advantage, but of course we've seen Luke. He just needs 1 confirmation to do the level 3 of his own, but Marissa is not going to let that happen. Great throw escape between the two, and Luke's winning that clash. Gets the confirmation like we've seen into the level 3. Big damage there. Luke still in this. Doesn't have much health to work with, but it's not over till it's over. Gets the confirmation, goes into the combo. Luke is going to try and close this out. That's good, and that combo is what's going to kill. Luke taking that first set 2-1. Coming at Marissa with a much different strategy. Luke looking a lot different than the first time they clashed. Good trade between the two was in Luke's favor for sure. Marissa getting the air hit there. Great parry by Marissa. Gets the throw, putting Luke in the corner. Now she's trying to put the pressure on Luke. Trying to bring this back to her advantage, but Luke is getting in there. Drive rush from Marissa. Luke tried to stop her. It wasn't enough. Marissa getting the confirmation from that is all she needs to clean it up. Taking the first round in this set. The low from Luke. Good job stopping Marissa in her tracks. Had the meter, so he spends it. Big damage on Marissa. Luke, massive health advantage. Goes for the simple anti-air to clean it up. Takes the second round. Luke getting the confirmation of the combo. Neck and neck here in terms of health. Marissa does have 3 bars at her disposal. She could very easily find the confirmation, but Luke not letting her, putting her in the corner and just keeping it going. Takes the third round. Luke with a download complete here, taking the second set. Looks like Luke might run away with this and head to grand finals to face Blanka. Oh, the parry from Luke. Bringing it back to his favor here. Great neutral jump from Luke to dodge out of that move. Drive rush from Marissa. Anti-air by Luke. Now it's neck and neck. These two fighters being very careful about what they're going to do. But Marissa challenges the jump in, challenges the dash in, and is able to take that first round. Luke with the anti-air. Great parry by Luke. Massive life advantage by Marissa. Having figured out Luke's strategy, Marissa easily closes out that set 2-0. We go to set number 4. Luke's momentum has gone down the drain. Marissa has figured out his strategy. Is now going to put the pressure on him. So Luke with the drive rush. Be able to get the punish on Marissa. Gets her to the wall. Trying to put the pressure on her. Marissa with the parry was able to kind of get away from the wall a bit there. Switching sides. Luke with the drive rush. Oh, gets it right at the end and is able to counter it. Marissa, not much health there. Luke with his combo. It's gonna kill. Takes the first round. Luke now at match point. He's 1 round away from moving to grand finals. Marissa, do or die time. Luke has 3 bars available. We've seen it before. Marissa may have won that clash, but she's got to stop. Luke cannot let him get any kind of confirms. She's got enough meter there. She's going to spend it. Big pressure on Luke. Life advantage is neck and neck. There's Marissa again with the drive rush, putting pressure on Luke. Not even going to let him answer. Not going to let him get any kind of advantage. Goes for the low to clutch it out there. Takes the second round. Match point is still in Luke's favor. Marissa, though, if she wins this round, can stay in this. Again, Luke with those 3 bars. Doesn't need much. Just needs the confirmation to get that critical art going. That's what he's looking for. Gets the confirmation right there. That's what he needs. Big damage here. This has happened. We've seen Luke win matches before with this move after getting his opponent's health down far enough. Putting the pressure on them. Marissa trying to answer back, but Luke with the combo gets her into the corner. Marissa tries to parry. Anti-air by Luke. Marissa not much health left, and Luke finds the opening he needs to close out that round, closing out the set, and taking the match 3-1 against Marissa in the run back of a century there. Luke fighting, crawling his way out of the loser's bracket to make it to grand finals. And unfortunately, Marissa, her story ends here in losers finals. We move on to our potential final match here. Grand finals, Blanka versus Luke. And this is a best of 5 as always. And if you don't know how this works in grand finals, because Blanka is on winner's side, he only needs to win 1 best of 5 series in order to win the entire tournament. Luke, if he wants to win this, not only has to beat Blanka in this best of 5, but then reset him and beat him in another best of 5 series in order to win the entire tournament. And of course, while we ask for predictions in this match, if there is a reset that happens, we will award the points accordingly and then create a new round of predictions between Blanka and Luke so that you can determine who you think will truly win this match. And you have 2 opportunities to do so if needed. Let's get this. Grand finals, Blanka versus Luke. Yeah.
Let me have some fun.
Blanka, having been on a tear this tournament, wants to clean this up, clean house, and move on, winning this tournament. Luke has been on a tear with an underdog story, crawling his way back out of losers to make it all the way to grand finals. Blanka, having jumped over the fireball, was able to confirm in a combo and took out Luke without even blinking. Blanka taking the first round here. Great jump in by Luke. Blanka tried to go with the block ball round start, unfortunately missed. Luke gets the throw. Keep him out of the corner there. Blanka trying to put him back in there. Gets the combo, big damage here, getting the anti-air. Luke gets the confirmation of his own. Spends the meter. Wants the damage. Tries to go for the check on the low. Blanka with the check of his own is able to get it and jumps over the fireball and is able to get the confirmation. Gets the quick jab in there, taking out Luke. First set 2-0. Blanka with a bit of a strong showing here. Luke trying to throw some fireballs, trying to create some space or do some kind of distance. Jabs from a distance. Unfortunately, though, Blanka just jumps in and runs in against Luke. Anti-air by Luke on that jump in. Gets confirmation on a jump in of his own. Oh, and Blanka with the confirmation just goes in, spends the meter to take the first round win. Blanka having an absolute tear of it, is just taking down Luke left and right. Luke trying his best to put up a good fight of some sort, but is unable to take down Blanka. Gets the ante in there. Luke now having a bit of an advantage in this round here, putting the pressure on Blanka, but Blanka answering back with attacks of his own. And 2 bars are available. Luke with 3 is able to clean that up, taking that victory. Going into the final round, Luke does have 3 bars available. Again, we see it all the time. Luke finds the quick confirmation, just a little confirm hit he needs, and goes into level 3 without hesitation. Oh, and Blanka just taking out Luke as he tries to get the jump in. Luke unable to close it out. Blanka wins that set 2-1. Blanka now running away with it, is 1 set away from winning this tournament. Luke struggling against Blanka to close out this victory. Luke with the throw. Gets the neon jump in, neck and neck between these two. Blanka, though, with the confirmation, putting pressure on Luke, getting him into the corner, trying to finish off that combo. Spends the meter in order to clutch out and kill Luke. Get the kill there. Blanka tournament point here. Great anti-air from Luke. Now he's got the health advantage here, putting the pressure on Blanka, gets the combo there, takes the round. Again, we're going into the final round. Luke with 3 bars at his disposal, Blanka with only 2. That's nothing to scoff at, though. Of course, if Luke can get the confirmation, he could use that critical art like we've seen multiple times. Big ball drive rush from Blanka, gets the confirmation. The air clash, Blanka being very careful as he jumps in. Backs up a little bit to create space and then jumps in again for the combo, getting the big damage in there. Spends the meter on the 3, and that's what's gonna kill. Blanka is winning this round, wins the set, wins the match in a decisive 3-0. The winner of not only this match, but also your Street Fighter 6 Combat Episode 3 tournament is none other than Blanka. A decisive victory it was. Blanka, an absolute tear through winner's side. No hesitation, nothing could stop him. And unfortunately, in this David versus Goliath match, Goliath was the one who won the entire thing. Luke, having crawled his way out of losers after losing to Marissa and even winning the run back, was unable to clutch the victory from the jaws of defeat. But there you have it. With that, Blanka will be your next entry in the Champion of Champions tournament. Luke, though, not out of it just yet. You will see him once again in the Last Chance qualifier later on in episode 8 of this season of Combat. But hey, until then, if you're not already, please follow me over twitter.com/JoeFish. So that way you can see what I'm streaming, when I'm streaming, all the fun, dumb stuff we post over on there. And if you're watching this after the fact, come on over to twitch.tv/JoeFish. Come hang out live. Come bet your channel points. Come watch the fights live and hang out with us. Where we can talk in, we can talk in real time or something, man. Hey, or bet your channel points and prove that you have better Street Fighter 6 knowledge than anyone else that you know. But with that, we appreciate you being here. We thank you for being here in this Street Fighter 6 Combat tournament. And we hope to see you guys at the next one. I've been your host, Joe Fish. We will see you guys at the next one. See you later.
It's these empty streets I walk without a soul in sight. You think being a dead would help me get used to this life, but during the day I wait for the bright moon crest so I can be alone and get this weight off of my chest. You see, I find myself sleeping less and less these days, but that's